The Division of Revenue Bill 2026, Honorable Speaker. And as my chairman has said, Honorable Speaker, this focuses on vertical sharing of national revenue. Honorable Speaker, is well informed by the BPS, which you have just passed, Honorable Speaker. But even as we approve this Division of Revenue Bill, Honorable Speaker, there are about 3 or 4 issues which I think is important and worthy the House noting, so that as we move to the future, we are able to get it right. The first thing, Honorable Speaker, is the issue of the audited reports. Honorable Speaker, you realize that as we are doing the budget policy statement, we are using the figures of 2020-2021 financial year, because those are the ones which had been audited and approved by the House. That is about 4 years behind, Honorable Speaker. And it means really the figures we are using, then they don't really reflect the reality as it is on the ground. Honorable Speaker, with the latest approval which has just taken place, we are now dealing with the figures of 2022-2023, which now pushes again to about 2 years behind, Honorable Speaker. So this, I think, is an area as House. We need, Honorable Speaker, to see how we can fast track so that we help the counties get their rightful share in terms of revenue sharing, Honorable Speaker. The second issue, Honorable Speaker, is the issue of the projected revenue, Honorable Speaker. If you look at the figures being proposed by the CRA, the figures we are proposing as a House, and the figures the Council of Governors are proposing, Honorable Speaker, they are all different figures. Why are they different? They are different basically because we are not getting it right in terms of projected revenue, Honorable Speaker. So I think in the area of national revenue, Honorable Speaker, that's another area we need to improve. We need to come up with a framework which to some extent can minimize these deviations by different organizations. Because CRA is proposing about 454 billion, honorable members. And now we are proposing 420. And when you look at the analysis, the difference is basically because of the revenue figures. So I think we really need to get it right. The third point, Honorable Speaker, is that despite that every year we give these figures, of late there has been a tendency where the counties are not getting their money by the end of the closure of the financial year, Honorable Speaker. Like last year, we actually closed with about 34 billion, which had not been released, Honorable Speaker. And I think this is another area that once we approve these figures then, the national government through Treasury should make an effort of releasing the funds as passed in the Act. So by doing that, Honorable Speaker, we'll be able to enable the counties implement as they are planned, Honorable Speaker, because every year they do their annual budgets. And if we don't release the resources, Honorable Speaker, then we have that challenge. So those 3 areas, Honorable Speaker, those are areas we can really mention as we approve this bill. And then the last one, Honorable Speaker, is the issue of costing the devolved functions. If you look at the latest report, Honorable Speaker, by the Intergovernmental Committee, the indication was that we still have about 60 billion worth of functions which are still at the headquarters, and they should be devolved. So I think that's another area as a House. We need to help the national government so that they devolve those functions. And the law is very clear. Once you devolve functions, Honorable Speaker, you also then devolve the resources for those functions.